Hello Ratbags, it's Jade Plays Games, back again with another game news update. I told you a few weeks ago I was going to be covering We Happy Few again, and the latest brand new update has hit Xbox at last. We Happy Few is a really crazy survival game, but it does have a story mode coming. It's in early access on Xbox and PC, it came out last year. It received a lot of buzz for its unique style. You can see the graphics, you can see the animations, it's very different, it's very mature, it's got some really adult themes in it, but it's really interesting. I really liked it, but there was lots of bugs and lots of problems with it. So I've been wanting to get back to it, just like all my other games I've been coming back to, like Subnautica, a few other bits and bobs that I want to try again, and now they've got the Maiden Holm update, I'm really looking forward to it. So they've been implementing updates every 3 or 4 months, and these are quite major or significant updates where they add brand new content, new areas to explore, lots of new quests, and obviously lots of bug fixes and problems being sorted. We Happy Few, I don't think it's scheduled for release for a good few months yet, maybe not even till like the end of the year, but at the moment it is looking like it's a really good bet. So what actually is the Maiden Holm update? There's a brand new island to explore. The long awaited second island of the village of Hamlin has arrived, Maiden Holm. They've got brand new playstyles, so now when you actually start a game you can actually choose between Birdwatcher, Downer or Vigilante playstyles. The Birdwatcher means you don't have any hunger or thirst, so a bit like Subnautica's Freedom mode. It's also made some changes like items instantly equipped, NPCs are easier to kill, aren't as bloodthirsty, and there's more resources. So it's really pretty much an easy mode if you really want to just explore, do lots of the side missions and enjoy the story content of it when it actually hits. But lots of the side quests have really good little stories and little cutscenes. Downer mode. Hunger thirst at normal levels, the game does not pause in menu but items will instantly equip. Normal resources, NPC threat. So that's pretty much the bog standard mode. I found the hunger and thirst was a bit of an issue, you know, just like every other game, it took me off guard having to really survive in the world of Wellington Wells. And then you've got the next one, the really hard mode, Vigilante. Hunger thirst intense, game does not pause in inventory, delay on equipment, more dangerous NPCs, designed for the masochists among you. They've also always had permadeath option, so you can actually choose if you die you have to start all over again. There's brand new procedurally music has been added to it as well. Made some fixes to the garden district. Basically made it more procedurally generated, so you'll get more richness in terms of diversity between forests and meadows, etc. Scavenger cars no longer spawn close to each other. Bridges have been refactored to require you to open the gate to go through to the next island. Lots of little bugs, systems, problem issues. They've got a brand new creature called the Peeper, and that's arrived as well. It's like a little robot that goes around shocking you. Plague wastrels roam the garden district. They speak a very curious dialect. Bonus points for guessing what it is. These guys are not nice. We've got more hooligans that can patrol the garden districts at night. They've fixed the dig spots. They've been fully refactored with many new areas to dig. Added things like just new designs to the gameplay. I really like the way the game is going. It's adding so much unique things to it. A compliment machine has been added throughout the village. These creepy robots love telling you exactly what they think of you. Added more hiding spots with the bushes and flower parts, etc. Lots of changes to the way that NPCs attack or any lasting damage they do to you. So less affection. They've revamped the loot balancing system, so you should get different types of loot more. Got 5 game slots if you want that now. And lots of brand new encounters. There's so many here. I'm not going to go through all of them, but there are a ton of stuff to get through. With it as well comes a change to the shelters. The shelters are your hub world where you can go to rest, recoup, maybe craft some items. So now they have a challenge to get through it all as well. Lots of changes to the existing quests. They've made them harder by putting different types of NPCs around some of them. And you've got different ways to complete some of these side quests now. You don't have to necessarily go in with violence. You can actually maybe do it a bit more stealthily. Lots of changes. These look like a lot of them on PC. We'll have to actually see how it goes on the actual Xbox when I load it up. Lots and lots of bug fixes. Again, I'm not going to go through these. I'll leave the link in the description if you really want to check it out. And that is pretty much it for the Maiden Holm update. So it looks pretty good. I really want to play this. I'm going to be playing it. I'm meant to be playing it every Thursday. I didn't get a chance to play it this Thursday because the update hadn't actually hit a day later. but I'm really looking forward to this. I might even upload an episode earlier. We Happy Few is really shaping up to be a unique, different proposition to most survival games. The fact they're adding story elements to it as well when it comes to full release, it is going to be a game with a big story. In fact, there's 3 different characters with 3 different stories. Plus all the side quests you can do, it is shaping up, and it's all still procedurally generated. So really interesting stuff coming from it. I'm going to leave you now with the official trailer. I'm not going to talk through it, I'm just going to let you guys enjoy it. It will give you more of a clear understanding and you can see all the gameplay. The reason I've done this is because unless you actually really into We Happy Few and you've been playing it for months and months, you won't have a clue what's going on, so I want to show you the trailer.
Hey guys and gals, Compulsion Games here with some very exciting news. After a grueling Montreal winter full of wet snow, dry skin, and hard work, we're finally ready to present to you the Maiden Holm update for We Happy Few. This is the second major content update for We Happy Few, and we're so pleased to share it with you. We've developed brand new content and included some long-awaited community requests. So let's get to it.
I am a golden car.
First up, welcome to the new, weird, and wonderful island of Maiden Holm. This second village island very mysteriously appeared offshore, and with it, a bunch of new encounters for you to explore. Maiden Holm is a significantly greater threat than any which you have ever faced before in our world.
But I wouldn't want to live here.
The encounters are more dangerous, more ridiculous, and everything I hope my granny never sees for reasons that will be obvious to you. Also, Faraday and the houseboys have moved from the first village island to Maiden Holm, so be prepared to work hard if you want to pay them a visit.
Second, we have implemented Playstyles. This is one of our most highly requested features. You now have a choice at the beginning of the game to play in one of 3 different playstyles. If you have been asking for us to remove the survival aspects of the game, then you are in luck. The new Birdwatcher playstyle focuses just on the quests and exploring the world, and you no longer need to eat or drink. If you have been asking us to make everything harder, well, you can now go full rage and select the Vigilante playstyle. Combat will be harder and survival will be brutal. Things are not going to be easy and the game will be punishing. Or, if you were happy the way things were, then you can continue playing on the Downer playstyle, which is basically what we have now, just with a few additional balance tweaks. These playstyles have been designed to accommodate a wide range of different types of players. As always, we'll be looking forward to hearing your feedback.
Third, in our first major world generation change, we added support for regions in the Garden District. The map is now divided between different types of areas: wilderness, abandoned neighborhoods, and small hamlets, each with their own resources and threats. This is the first in a series of large changes to our procedural system, and there's more to come. We hope the new regions will add even more personality to the ever-evolving world of Wellington Wells. Fourth, the shelters have been revamped and you'll no longer get these for free. You will have to face challenges in order to unlock each one. But on the plus side, once you do, it'll be just as safe as usual, and since the new shelters will introduce key mechanics useful to the game world, you'll be better prepared for the exciting new challenges down the road. Come on guys, it's for your own good.
Fifth, because we are never short on finding ways to complicate your life, we added a bunch of different deadly features. The so-called toxic fog has been expanded. I'm afraid this puts an end to the easy night errands in the Garden District or the village, while gently reminding you that ecologic catastrophe is probably more real than some believe. Please keep in mind that it is just prototype art right now. We want to test functionality and how it works in the world before polishing it. Meanwhile, our very own and never drunk on duty Wellington Wells police found ways to improve the security in the village district. No, they did not build a wall. Instead, we would like to welcome their new pet, the Peeper. It's a delightfully evil device that scans your soul for residues of joy. Oh, but isn't it just so gosh darn cute?
Sixth, we added a buttload of options in the main menu so you can customize your desired playthrough. This allows playstyles and permadeath to be displayed all in one place, as well as providing an option for multiple save slots. Speaking of permadeath, please note that it is no longer the default option. Many players were recklessly clicking through the menus without realizing what permadeath was. Now it must be a conscious choice, which doesn't take anything away from the permadeath players, and will help us not get screamed at quite so much.
And finally, we have a ton of stuff to talk about, but we're out of time. So here's the rest of the video condensed into 5 seconds. After so long working on our previous update, it felt really great to be working on all this cool stuff. We'd love to hear what you think of it, so come say hello on the Compulsion forums or on your most convenient social media. Until next time, happy update everyone, and don't forget to take your joy.